Hey guys! Hello! Hey Minimancer, I was wondering if you will be here at this hour. Just let me repost a story on my Instagram. Okay, got it this time. Yesterday I forgot. Okay, it's 10 a.m. So I think that this may be like the streaming hour maybe not that bad because I was wondering which streaming time is like good for my audience in general, and I wanted to like do like later, like at least Polish time like streaming hours on Wednesday and on Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. Not Wednesday, Tuesday and Thursday. And then I was thinking about one more like earlier, but honestly it's so hard to like come up with the hours that would like suit everyone. It's probably rough for the Aussies. Yes, it is. But you know they always get it the hard way, I would say, when compared to the rest of the world. So I think that they are used to it. But I always appreciate when they appear on my stream. I don't do it often, but I saved my wet palette from yesterday. Yeah. So we will keeping the colors. Right now it looks like this. I kept painting a little bit yesterday. Hey Adam! Don't listen to convicts. Yeah, like kinda everyone in Australia goes into this, pool in a way. Like when I was there, like a lot of stories about a place I went at that moment started with okay, so when the prison boats came or something like that, like the first fleet where the convicts were. It was kinda amusing to hear in a way, but that's the story. So, and I think that the story is pretty good. Hey Faltosian, I know you, Faltosian. It's Jan, right? Do I remember correctly? I need to check. I know that it's not very amusing for the stream, but I will check you on the Instagram if I remember correctly. Why cannot find it right now? I'm triggered. Okay, I cannot find it, but I know that I know you. Got you. Yeah, so we are painting with this beautiful residues of wet palette. I had my Payne's Grey over here, and here it was mixed with something, either with Falto Green or with Violet. And I really love this paint. Like, I started adding it more over here, and it's blue, right? But when combined with green just next to it, it looks green in general. So I really like it. I decided to just give a lot of this darker color around over here, and I think that I will add it also on the like bottom parts of the throne. And I think that it will very nicely frame the painting, basically. This color is very cool. I like it. It's not a pure pigment, it's a mix, but it's cool anyway. And it works very well with Falto Green, which I recently like very much. First green I started to like working with. So it works nicely with Falto Green, right? Yeah, I think so. With my violet, dark violet pigment, and it works nicely with burnt umber, which we have a lot in the skin tone. So I'm pretty happy with my new picks of my favorite paints. And I'm pretty excited to explore my palette in this year. It will change slightly from like my previous paintings. Right now I struggle with my violets, like not violets but pink violets. Like before I really I want to you know, jump from my scale 75 colors, and like in the past I really liked working with this color, and this is, it's called Haze Purple. Is it this? It's K color. No, it's Fantasy. Okay, so and there was one more very not popular but very similar. I'm gonna add it over here. So it's like this. And there was one more, Bloodfest Crimson or something like that. Do I have it over here? Not sure. And there was another color I enjoyed a lot. Oh, Black Crimson? I think that this, yeah, actually it was Black Crimson, and so it looks like this, right? You can see it. It's very saturated. I don't know which pigment is it, or is it a mix? So I need to find it, but I really want to have this kind of paint, and I thought that purple from Abteilung will be like kind of similar to this one, but this purple from Abteilung has a little bit of white, I think, mixed into it for better coverage, and it doesn't work for me as well because this is a very transparent color and this one is not transparent and it's less saturated, as you can see, of course. So I kind of struggle with it, and I need to look for in their you know, in their list of paints if I may find something like this. I also got their magenta, and I think that it has something building the coverage as well. I have to check it. But it's not as saturated as I would like it to be. Like you can see it, like over here and over here. This is very white when compared to this more transparent color. So yeah, I struggle right now with finding out these colors, and in particular I liked working with this one. Yeah, exactly. Good luck glazing it anything that has white pigment. That's why, like, I don't care about glazing that much, but also the white pigment. First of all, it makes glazing harder, and second of all, it makes creating nice mixes and tinting other colors harder because the white just collides with the mixes I want to add the color in. So I struggle right now with finding the replacements for those two colors. I may not replace them, but you know, I just wanted to go into like this. I don't know. I feel like Abteilung paints are more honest because I can find the list of paints, like not list of pigments that are contained in each color, and I like the fact that they are like kind of higher quality than for example scale artists. But they don't call themselves like artists, right? So maybe they are, honestly, my knowledge about paints and pigments is not that high to like compare how quality is this line of paints. Is it this pro artistic quality, or is it like kind of a little bit lower, more on the mid-level? But at least they are not calling themselves like high artistic paints, and scale is not artistic like pro quality, but they called themselves artistic, you know, to sell the idea, right? What a cool model. This model is from, this is very cool model, right? It's from Haze Studio. You can like find their URL over here in this, on the side of my picture, and this is their logo. And they have a company that creates 3D models, but they actually print them for you and send them. Like, so when you are buying the boxes, kits of their models, you are not buying resin cast, but you are buying actually printed models. And I have to say that the printing, like, again, like I said it yesterday, right, but they are the sponsors, so I will repeat it. I was really surprised with the quality of the prints. Like in the back over here, I didn't clean up those little dimples from the supports over here that well, because I honestly forgot. But it's very easy to remove them. And those I didn't even notice, so I kept them. But I will go back and just do a little bit of sanding and they will be gone. So they have some of the support lines visible in some places, but as you can see, like there is the support, there is a support, but those supports are not very dense. And also they are placed very well, so in areas where you basically cannot see them, or they don't obscure any important elements. And some files are like I recently got a printer, so I can start talking about miniature printing, right? Like this is like the topic. Broad and long, like Amazon River, right? So like I'm honestly amazed with their supports and the quality of printing, because there is no supports on her face, and usually you can find some supports in this kind of areas, and there is usually very problematic with cleaning up. And I mean, we have a cat over here, but she doesn't want to participate, Tzahli, this time. So yeah, this very good quality. And usually when you get a resin cast, you have to clean up the mold line. There is always a little bit of cleaning up, and I would say that this is comparable. But also I feel like the product is more I don't know how to call it, more quality is more regular in a way, so you can expect to have like similar issues with each miniature when it goes to cleaning up supports. And with casting, sometimes you get like crazy mold lines, and sometimes you get less crazy mold lines. It depends on how many copies were casted in the one mold. If the mold is in a good shape, or is it kind of used, stuff like that. So sometimes sometimes you are lucky and you get like the fresh cast and it's fresh quality, and sometimes you are unlucky and you get like the later cast and it may be a little bit more wonky. So so over here I think that you can anticipate more like steady quality across all of the products. I think that it's not very interesting for you, but I went into producing my own miniatures, and I think about that stuff a lot recently. Yeah, so Haze Studio, check out their URL over here. Check out the shop, check out their miniatures, they are pretty cool. One of my favorites, like I think that, hey Kujo, hello. I think that maybe on the next stream I will do like just a roll up through their shop to show you their models, but they have a few witches which I really like, and I like a succub of theirs. So they have pretty cool sculpts, and I would say that they are also like pretty fresh. So they are not producing like half-naked barbarians like a lot of companies does. But they do actually something interesting. Like this one is very interesting, and I was very happy to hear that they want to give it to me for painting, because I've never painted a queen on a throne. I have Morrigan from Journeyman Miniatures, and she's kinda queen of the throne on a throne, but she's not this. She's more wild, I would say. And she's not as regal, and this is a very cool topic, and I always wanted to paint something like that, and I finally got something like this. So yeah, and I'm painting it in a Spring Queen version also. It's cool to hear about that side of things. I don't think about it much. I just buy and paint. There are some companies that do the quality right, and there are some companies that don't care about the quality at all. So when I see a good product, I always praise it. How are you going to do the hem, a green gold or something? Yeah, I was thinking, like, today I wanted to paint it, basically base all of the metallic elements with this gold from Vallejo or Vallejo, no idea how to pronounce it. In my head it's Vallejo, so I'm going with Vallejo. I'm going with this liquid gold paint, and I think that I will paint the whole of the crown gold. I will paint this tip of the spear, like the spear. This will be marble, and then this will be gold, and this will be gold, this will be gold, and this will be gold. And then I will try to wash it with green washes from GW. So this is my plan. Hey, Purple Alice. You got your Neko on the day, was surprised after seeing their post. Yeah, I think that they started, like, because we have the same caster, and you know, the issue with the caster was very unfortunate for us and for the caster. So you know, it's kinda I don't know, it's kinda bad situation in general. That's why I couldn't launch my awesome creations like as I planned in the end of last year. We have to wait, and I still didn't get all of my copies. I got 60 so far, and I'm waiting for the rest, and when I will get everything, I will announce the new date of launch of Awesome Creations. But like, the whole situation was very unfortunate, and you know, Piotr got it really right, like the I don't know how to call it, the bad end of it, because you know, I'm trying to launch my company and I can wait a little bit, but he has so many models and you know, so much stuff that needs to be produced actually all the time and resupplied, and he basically everything dried out because everything was sold. And right now like, the issues started happening because, you know, people placed their orders, and he was supposed to get those miniatures like in November, but he's still waiting for some of them. And yeah, I'm really happy to see good response on social media because it's a really tough time for him, and he was very sad about it, of course, right? I understand people going like a little bit, you know, on a sad level with their like how to call it, with their orders not going out, but also like, Piotr really cares about his quality and about everything, and he was very sad that he actually cannot, like, you know, send anything and actually you know, just have everything done and to see that people are happy. So yeah, but it's going like better. Everything will be solved soon, so it will be fine. What did you buy, Kujo, from Neko? See, and this paint is very cool. It's alcohol based. My brush is trash, basically, because it's very delicate and it's not made for me for painting. So I trashed it pretty soon, pretty quick. I will just base everything. I think that I will go with 2 layers, but it dries very quick because it's alcohol based. So and also it's more shiny than the usual acrylic based paints. So I like it a lot. It's not as chrome as the Green Stuff Words. I will use this paint, this brush to base, and then I will go into smaller brush to paint the details. Yeah, it's less shiny than Green Stuff Words, like those chrome acrylics, but like my conscious decision is not to buy those green stuff words paints as long as I don't really need to don't really have to, because I personally don't like their like some of their decisions as a company. In particular, those that were copying, like not even copying, but when they decided to basically take someone's pictures, like of their one of their bus painted by someone, not pay the guy, or at least ask the guy if they may use the photo as their box art, and then they decided that the very great decision will be to put this picture in Photoshop and just change some colors, change some hues on the photo. And you know, I don't know how they could think that people won't find out that this is basically you know, photoshopped someone else painting. And I don't know. I'm using metallics, yeah. I'm sometimes like I personally think that metallics are okay and they are very good, but the you know, everything should be used for a good how to call it, like work. And I usually don't use metallics because I prefer to paint the metallics, because non-metallic metal usually reflects better the direction of light I want to create on my miniature. So I prefer to go with non-metallic metal because the light is consistent on the miniature. And with true metallic metals, I have general lighting over here, so I don't care that much about the reflections. So I can use true metallics, and they are kinda, I consider them like a novelty, novelty painting. Let's go like that. So when I want to do something more like vibing, or maybe more artistic in a way, or maybe, I don't know, in the past I've painted Cursed from Creepy Tables, and I used a lot of gold paint on it because I was inspired by Gustav Klimt, and he was using gold leaf in his painting, right? So I thought that it's just right. So when something matches to the vibe I want to show, then I will use it. And if something opposes it, so for example, when I want to paint a nice lighting situation, I will use non-metallic metal, even though it's usually more like it's more work in my opinion than metallics, right? And I don't want to argue about it. I think that non-metallics, that like metallic paints are easier to use, in my opinion. So I just decide to use non-metallic metal if I really care about the lighting situation. And in this over here, I care more about like the general vibe. And also I think like the true metallics are okay here because they are maybe in a way more connected with like real textures, and I will be using tufts on the base and on her clothing anyway, so I think that I don't know, it just works for me. So yeah, I'm not painting non-metallic metal today. Also with true metallics you can try to paint actually non-metallic metal with true metallics, but it's kind of hard because true metallics reflect the general lighting in the room the miniature is placed in. So even when you try to paint non-metallic metal but with metallics, it kind of opposes the idea. Because then you end up with like two sources of light, with the non-metallic metal reflections, like with the true metallic reflections opposing the non-metallic metal reflections you wanted to paint. But I think that it matches this miniature. When I will tone it down with the washes, it will be great, in my opinion, at least. The last two best in show at Crimson Brush were to Metallic Metal. They were? Like, I didn't... honestly, I missed Crimson Brush because I had like my own event and I didn't find the time to catch up with all of their works over there. I've seen only some. So I need to catch up with the pictures. But it's good to hear. And I think that in general, True Metallic Metal is overrated. You can clip that actually. True Metallic Metal is overrated. When you can paint something that is really nicely shiny, it's alright and it's nice technique, but you know, it shouldn't be something that is selling the best, in my opinion. The artistic merit should be praised more than the technique. You know, in my opinion again. Let me have a look. The best in show on Crimson Brush. Oh, this was True Metallic Metal. I didn't know. I've seen this one on the internet, but I forgot that it was best in show. I can agree. It's very cool. Very well done, and also Natalie is very talented, and I like her creativity. I was very happy to meet her in person, also. So yeah. Got a good name too. Yeah, it's also, I think, like, I didn't ask her, but I think that her family has to be from Poland, because I think that her surname is Szymczak, and it's Polish surname, I think. So two Natalies with roots in Poland, I suppose. Okay, Metallic's done. Or at least almost done. Second layer. Is her necklace not going to be gold? Oh, yes, it is. Sorry, I just kinda stopped noticing it. Thank you for the reminder. I will fix it in a second. Yeah, you can backsync my painting, I really don't mind. Oops. I went kinda overboard on her brow. I know that I said that I will go back, oops, with a smaller brush to do the detail, but I will be honest, I'm kinda too lazy for that, and I don't want to use another brush on it, because this is alcohol-based paint, and I don't want to add more brushes into the trash bin quality brushes, because the alcohol breaks the bristles very, very fast. Okay, and now a golden. That went well. I will like paint all of the stone stuff that includes the marble, I think, later. So I will keep most of it unpainted for most of the painting. I think that I will paint the stone on Sunday probably. Beautiful. You are so bad at painting rocks and it bothers you. Hey Petras. I'm not that good at painting rocks either, but I always believe that I can add a little bit of more layers and or some kind of debris or I don't know, stuff that should make the environment more realistic and make it look good in the end. So you basically have to believe into your own bullshit or the ability to bullshit your way with the project. Hey, hey. I don't know why it's not covering that well in the back. I don't care about it also. See? I'm stripping my own painting with this paint. It may be because maybe it didn't dry that well before. Yeah, I think that it may be it. Okay guys, did I paint everything on this miniature in gold? Like more or less, it doesn't have to be perfect, but is it everything? I will maybe add this thing over here. Okay. Gold nail polish. I could add gold nail polish with this wonky brush. Is it okay? Yeah, I think that this is a cool idea, so I will go with it. Thank you for a very good suggestion. I always wanted to create a miniature, a bust of a like very beautiful queen or some kind of princess with a lot of rings on her hands. So she would be like something like this, having the fingers next to her face or something like that. So this is something I would really like to do someday. Okay, got it. More or less got it. It doesn't have to be perfect. I think that I got too much paint over here because I don't think that you can see it, but over here it looks like it's too much, but also maybe it didn't dry yet. Okay. So this brush is going to trash, so I don't have to clean it. Boink. On your lash bust, tufts and true metals. Do it! Like, honestly, I don't. Maybe it would work. It depends where and how. But if you have a nice idea, do it. Okay, I need to find my washes. There's it. Atonian camo shade, and guys, we have a gem over here because this is the old how do you call it? Like the old wash, not the new wash, but the old wash. Yeah. Also, I'm trying to farm a firm amount in World of Warcraft, so I may alt tab for like 30 seconds every now and then. Okay, did it dry? It's dried up. Like, right? Do you think I can use the wash already? I'm impatient with it. I will maybe cover this so it won't keep drying, and maybe get rid of it on the side. True metallic gold on my lash. How could I approach it? I think that she's like, I personally wouldn't go in this direction because she's very like organic, and she's very oh, this will be good. Okay, I'm using this old brush for it, for washing. Because Lesha is very organic, but if you will have a good idea, and gold, in my opinion, is very fancy. But if you have a good idea for it, go for it. Okay, so my washing, I usually don't wash because, you know, I'm so fancy painter. But I will just try to do it properly. It's alright. Usually it's not alright when I try to paint. I just wanted to say that. It's not as easy as like it sounds, and you need to be consistent with it and, you know, actually kind of skillful, and I don't usually am. And very often my washing looks like trash. I'm trying to think of how to explain the two lines on lower lips and chin, like finger. Oh, that could be cool. Yeah. Do it Minimancer, and also it will kinda. I like the use of creative golds and silvers and whatever, basically like anything reminding of the gold leaf. Because first of all, it usually looks creative, but also shortens the amount of time you need to spend on the project, because you don't need to care about painting those metallics in blended way. So do it. Okay, I think that. Okay, and now it disappeared. I don't vibe with washing. It's kind of hard for me. Looks kind of heavy on her head, right? But I hope that we will rescue it. I'm adding a bit of metallic to the soft shade, then for a deep shade usually just normal, no metallic paint. Yeah, I was thinking to add how it's called, matte varnish to the shaded areas and keep it more glossy on the top. And also I will go back with blue wash later and add it in most of the areas because it will be consistent with paint's gray. But I wanted to start with green for the vibing. Also, I may. I actually think I will do it. I will go like when this will dry up. I will add this wash into my airbrush and I will try to shade the non-metallics with my airbrush. Because I want this gold to be more green. And this is the perfect way to tint something. It would be cool to do a freehand effect with gold leaf. It might be tricky to execute though, as you'd be painting the designs with a glue. I was thinking about it, and it's kinda hard, right? And I think that the best way would be to actually cover the bigger area with the gold leaf, and then overpaint the gold leaf with like matte paints, and just leave the shapes unpainted, you know. So you would be base coating with gold leaf, and then letting the base coat show in some areas. So actually it wouldn't be like a additive technique, but it would be a retraction of the amount of visible leaf. If you get my like if you get what I want to like say. There is like this one cool artist. I would have to check Instagram to get the name, but she likes to do a lot of gold leaf on a canvas, and then she like, so for example her painting, she's painting a woman, a queen or something, and half of her outfit is gold and also the background is gold, and the background like sticks out or is different than the dress because the texture of the gold leaf is different. So I kinda like this stuff as well and would like to do something like this with miniature painting. But also like miniature painting is based in 3D, and it's in my opinion, we are able to put less interesting techniques and details in our works because first of all it's small, and second of all like 3D makes painting like more chaotic. So to keep nice composition, we need to be more picky with the stuff we want to put into the painting. Because if we put too much, it's harder to make out what is actually painted and what you are looking at. Hey Pascal! It's also another person's cut, so we are somewhat constrained by the work. Yeah, exactly. And also when we are painting the miniature, we need to, like, this is our canvas, so you know our canvas is like pointy over here, round over here, and we have those shapes we need to stick to. And when the painter wants to paint on a flat canvas, he has a flat white rectangle, right? So as long as he will put something in the usual lines, so usual when you have the artwork, you have this, you know, rectangle. I need more wash on my hand, on my brush. So you have this rectangle, and as long as you will put something into those 4 lines, the composition works. Like, as long as you will really not go against it, the composition will be clear and easy to read for the viewer, right? And with miniature painting, we don't have those lines because we don't have the rectangle. So in my opinion, actually, sometimes painting a miniature is harder than painting something on canvas, like at least for the composition, because you know, we have a composition already and we need to work around it. Also, sometimes the sculptor actually doesn't make it easier for the painter and creates not optimal composition on the sculpt, and we kinda have to fix it with our painting, and it may be hard sometimes. Eating a Kit Kat and there's not enough chocolate to cover the wafer. Wonder if that's deliberate. What? You got a bad Kit Kat. You can imagine the lines for making a base, so we should make more use of triangle compositions or even the hourglass comp. What is the but are you talking about miniatures, about the sculpts, or about like this usual canvas what's the name, compositions? Yeah, wonder if it's shrinkflation. It may be, or maybe it's the end of the portion of chocolate and you got just very unlucky. So how can you, like, I understand the triangle, because this is basically a triangle, right, composition. If I will keep this not interesting, and we got a triangle over here basically. But how does the hourglass work? Like, you have over here something and then over here, and in the middle there is the joining point. This model of yours has a triangle combo point. Yeah, it does, but like with the triangle it will be harder because basically, at least in my opinion, putting the most interesting stuff in the middle of composition with having something interesting on top is kind of hard to, you know, manufacture in a I don't know, constructive way, in a way. Yeah. So with the main focus point in the middle, it may be chaotic because I don't know. At least I try to use easier compositions in my miniature painting, like the easier, like those. So for example, for me, triangle. This is a good idea for a composition in miniatures, but the hourglass would be good, like for very particular project, I think. Yeah, the model should obviously fit that. I think that most doesn't though. And if they does, they really need to be very well sculpted, I think, without too many details. Cut her head off and put it on her lap. Don't do that. That would be interesting, I think. Right? The queen sitting with her head on the lap. I think that it would be cool. But she has too much hair for me to do that, actually. Okay, see, like, I'm not good with washing because everything just went down over here. Happily, like, luckily, the removal worked. I think that I'm bad with washing because I don't have the patience to wash it once, but not strongly enough, and then wash it again. And I want to have the effect immediately. Okay, I think that I will wait for this to dry, and then I will take an airbrush and I will add the shadows, like shadows or like the tinting with the same wash but with an airbrush, and then I will go back with a brush and I will just paint with a matte paint those crevices, stuff like that, and I think that it will work fine. But we have to wait till it will dry. Yeah. So I will go back, maybe paint the dress a little bit more with the normal paints. Okay. I'm kinda hungry, I'll be honest. I didn't eat any dinner today. But I'm cooking broth, and I hope that it will be very tasty. And I need to bake banana bread later today. Just got a package from Lucas. Oh, nice, I didn't get one. And I'm not sure if I will get any. Did you get the elf? You did, right? Now you have to paint it. Oh, it may be maybe a little bit blacker. The elf was actually very cool, and I like how his facial features actually matches the owl, and I really enjoy the line of the mercenaries. Okay guys, so what miniature from Lucas Pina you would like to see? I have one idea I really want to see made, and I hope that he will decide to go in this direction. Also, when you were talking about the lady painting gold, did you mean maybe Rebecca Yano? No, for sure not. She's like, I will find her, just give me a second. I have her in my on my saved in Instagram. Like, I'm not 95% sure that it wasn't her. Just give me a second. Oh, I will maybe show it this way. Oh, I've seen the lady from Hugo Gomez Brioche or Brion's, sorry, like this one. And I think that it's very, very cool. Maybe a little bit too much detail, but again, you know, not everything can be without any kind of detail. Where is she? Where is she? Oh, thank you for... Oh, we have a party, a writing party. Whoop, 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 whoop. Guys, I'm taking a minute to find something on my Instagram, so sorry for being a little bit inanimate. But we are painting this little spring queen today. I just washed the gold with some Atonian Camo shade, right, from GW, the good old one. And I'm kind of waiting for it to dry and trying to find something on my Instagram to show to the chat. But I need a second, actually. And I hope that I saved it. this is a lady that likes to use gold leaf in her paintings, and she uses a lot of it in the portraits. But I actually can't find it. God damn it. Okay, like 30 seconds more. I need to look at my saved on Instagram, because there is a lot of good stuff and I actually never go back to it. And there is a lot of nice inspirations. Ooh, I found it. Her name is, give me a second, it needs to load. Stephanie Rue, or Ryu. I know. I will just link one of her recent works in the chat. Okay, so this is it, and I would like to be able to do something like this in my painting. So hopefully someday, like, I think that it could work, for example, with this one, but I would have to add a golden background, right? Yeah, but I would do it with a bust more eagerly. Yeah, and I used oh, and also hey Velvet and Paint, thank you for the ride. I forgot what I wanted to say, but I'm basically I washed the gold, and now I will wait for it to dry more, and I will go over it with matte paint a little bit while it's drying, because I cannot use airbrush on it yet, because everything will just float around, and then I will go with an airbrush and shade the gold with the Atonian Camo shade, so tint it a little bit. Yeah, I will check out the lady you mentioned. You had mentioned somebody painting with gold, and I had to grab my Spectrum books and find this lady. Did you find her there? Like the one you mentioned before? Oh, you will link something. 1 second. Sorry, I missed it. I didn't know this one, actually. I will check her out. But she uses less of the gold leaf and in a different way. I think that she's more like adding details and painting with it. And the one I linked, she actually creates those textures on the backgrounds and on the canvas. And like I think that she's not painting on canvas. She's actually painting on something like board, wooden board or something. So it's flat. And she creates the textures with some kind of texture paint, and then uses the gold leaf, and the texture like is elevated by the gold. Oh yeah, this one is cool. Very nice. But it's hard to not like an angel with big ass wings, right? Very cool. She does nice portraits. I can show you what I started painting like on canvas some time ago. So this is like little, interlude. Because I have the painting right here, just need to grab it. Okay, got it. So I started painting something like that some time ago, and I wanted to have it like, it's kind of flat over here. I think that the frame is too much, so I will overpaint it, but I don't have the idea how to do it correctly. Did I put my... no, I didn't. This is too much, so I will remove it and maybe paint it in like the, I don't know, some kind of you know, designs, but in wood, maybe, I don't know. I will just paint it, I will just keep those golden elements around, and but I kind of don't like how it's working with the canvas, and I think that I may take some texture paint and try to cover the canvas texture in the same shapes and just make it look flat. So yeah, I want to finish this and maybe, I don't know, sell some prints or try to sell some prints, because I will have my own booths on different events, stuff like that, so maybe, I know, maybe someone would like to have a print of it. But yeah, this is something I want to finish and maybe make a miniature someday. It's very strongly based on a picture from like one of like the cosplay ladies, and also I'm not sure if the copyright is right for selling it as a sculpture or stuff like that, because I know if I repainted it, like, is it mine or is it not mine? Yeah, but whatever, this is like, no, I just want to finish it in the first place. I have to paint the hands, which is quite complicated task. And actually there's not that much left to do, but I just need to spend the time. So yeah, this is, but I like gold leaf in general. This is like the consensus. Lay down wash, look at art while it dries, perfect plan. Yeah, but I actually want to, I really want to finish this project in those few days of streaming I got, so I actually need to keep on moving with my painting and doing stuff. But I feel like today we are doing a lot, right? So it will be fine, hopefully. And I finally am okay with the setup of my camera, like for some time already, but it's easy to use for me and I enjoy it a lot. It's kind of visible a little bit over here, but I think that you don't mind. Like here, no, I hope that you don't mind. I was so on the elf, only 42. And what is your earliest number? I think that it's like, it doesn't matter which one you actually wear, because it matters which you are like in the line of, or maybe it doesn't, like because Lucas has to have some kind of order in which he signs the cards, right? So maybe he actually goes by the orders he received, but I once placed the order very, very quickly and had very like, I didn't get any of the early numbers, so I just wonder what is the system. I bought like second-hand 3 witches, and I was so happy with them. I knew that the seller was alright, because I know him in person, and I knew that he has the originals. But then I got them, and then I noticed that on the website 3 witches have a broom on the end of the stick, and mine 3 witches doesn't have the broom. And I was like, kinda, what the fuck? I didn't notice like any difference before, and it turned out that there were some copies that are without the broom, and most of the copies got the broom, so I have some kind of like unique one without the broom. I would actually have to ask around to get the information, what is the difference and why. I was literally the first order on the old ladies, but I got number 4. Like with the 3, the old ladies trio. Guys, do you want to see like the process of painting those 3 ladies? Because I have a very good idea for them, and also I want to create a line of my works this year, that includes basically druidic painting, stuff like that, so tufts of course. And I want to paint those. I have very cool idea for those 3 ladies, and I would like to paint them as like the 3 old druids, basically. And if you want to see it, I can do it either on the stream or on my Patreon videos. So yeah, if you are interested, I can totally do it on video, because you know, I'm actually very eager to do this project, and it's very inspiring for me. And that would be really fun. Yeah, I may do it. And also my idea is very cool, at least in my opinion. Because I want to, but my idea is not complete, because, and we can talk about it, because those 3 ladies, they have, one of them is holding the scissor, and the scissors are actually the focus element of the composition, right? Because all of them are looking in this one direction. And I thought that I want them to be all druids, old, you know, druidic ladies, and they will be holding spider web, and the spider web will have bits of water hovering on it, like, you know, like this, like early morning spider webs, something like that. And right now I struggle with the idea to how to replace the scissors. So I know that this sculpture requires some kind of change on my side, but I don't have the idea on how to change it right now. And no, I don't want to add any spiders to it. So yeah, I right now I have the idea, but I struggle with the finishing idea for it, basically. I was giving you and CHG credit for me putting tufts on my models, and then remembered I was doing it 5 years ago when I first started painting, and I should give myself more credit. Yeah, and also, you know, sometimes there are like cool ideas that are present in like this human hive mind of culture. So right now I don't think that there are any original ideas, and everything is a remix of something we've seen before and we liked it. So so yeah, like, I don't know, it's I like doing the tufts, but also I've seen the tufts before done by someone somewhere else, and you know, I just decided to do it right now because it was the right time for me. And because I started to identify as a druid, right? So I need to do the tufts everywhere. And there are no new ideas, only short memories. Yeah, they are very well said, Kujo. Exactly, that's why I was saying if you do tufts on my Amanita, it isn't you stealing it, it just as using similar techniques. Yeah, I would call it inspiration, honestly. So you can get the credit of being the inspiration for my interpretation. And you know, remixing. So when I'm painting miniatures and I'm thinking about the interpretations, I actually like to say that I'm remixing the ideas, because my idea, like maybe an individual idea, but because I'm using someone else's work, which is a sculpt, and I'm changing it with my idea, I'm remixing something. So you know, for me, being a creative artist in miniature painting actually means that you are good in remixing different tropes, different ideas, different shapes. Yeah, but personally, this is also my priority in painting. I need to sculpt a little coin for this owl's mouth in the elf mercenary. Oh, he's a very cool idea. She will be holding a coin in his mouth. Very, very good. I like it. I have no idea how I like to paint it. I know that the goblin I would like to paint in the whole swagger, so he would have like the best quality, beautiful armor, maybe a little bit beaten, like, you know, used. But I want him to have like the best textiles, the best metal work, the best everything. And you know, because he's a mercenary, he just like kinda either bought it or kinda got it during his campaigns, and I want him to be like the swagger goblin, because everyone is painting him as like this, you know, poor little brat, and I want to give everything best to my goblin, so he will be the swagger goblin. See, I'm just painting over the gold. It looks kinda okayish, not perfect. My issue with painting true metallics is like the shapes usually don't look perfect. But also, if I was to paint like those little sculpts over here, I would feel like I want to kill myself, because I hate painting this stuff on miniatures, like those little designs. I prefer to paint my own, so usually I would scrape them off. But with metallics, it's kinda like more pleasant to work with, because it just appears under the wash. But if it's meant to be like scrumptious and well visible, you need to work on it a little bit. And again, this is model from Haze Studio, and you can see their URL over here, hazestudioMiniatures.com. Check them out, it's a very cool company. And they are selling 3D printed models. Very good quality, so something interesting, at least in my opinion. Okay, I'm just sourcing on my wet palette the colors I can use to fix the other colors on the miniature that got repainted with the gold, basically. And I just hope when I will fix those lines, so for example, the line left after washing over here was too thick, and it's kinda make the crown looking very heavy, because the thick line usually implies that there is a thick layer of something over it. So it embraced like this heaviness, heavy-duty, let's call it like that. And when I will remove it and paint like the highlight going just under this crown, it will create the effect of like this very thin metal over the brow. You will take the inspirational credit. Yeah, I need to sculpt a little. Oh yeah, I've already read it. Okay, I think that it dried up, so I can jump back to the airbrush, to the airgraph. I recently found like this over here. My cats took it as their trinket, and I was struggling to find it, but I finally got it. Okay, so keep your fingers crossed for my airbrush working right. Is it working? Ooh, it is. Nice. It's kinda... okay, right now it's not. So it's not leaving any like those spatters around, and I'm very happy about that. I'm not using any kind of thinner with it. Oops. The work will be almost invisible unless I will just layer it a lot. Can you see the difference? Actually, I think that you cannot. I can barely see it, so this green is making the gold even more gold, I feel like. I find paint pots in the garbage at my hobby desk all the time. Stinging cats pushing paint pots on the desk. My cats, I have this IKEA gaming desk and it's nice, I like it, but it has like this this line across in the like 2/3 for the cables to go under, and my cats, and there is a like basket like or the net under it, and cats just love push different stuff over there, and I have my miniatures there, I have my brushes there, my paints, everything goes there. But I actually appreciate that they are very like consistent with it, because now if I cannot find something, I just go under the desk and find it there, and it's in one place, so it kind of works. The airbrush cap didn't go there though, so I couldn't find it. Can you see any difference, guys? It's a small difference, yeah, it is. Convenient place to lose things, yeah. This is a convenient place as long as I can actually find everything there. It's making everything more not yellow but green, and you can see like the difference between over here, which is not washed at all, and over here, which is washed. Like it's more golden and more yellow, more green in general. So I think that I will try to go in this. I think that I will go like with this kind of green, but I will make the tints with the actual paint. Like for example, somewhere here on her belt. Stuff like that, and I will try to add them to show the reflections, and we will see how it goes. Hopefully it will go well. Dry faster. Okay, over here in the middle of the crown, I want everything to be very, very dark. But it will also take some time to properly wash it. Okay, did I push anything? No, I didn't. I feel like there are some like unevenness in the wash because I pushed it either with the brush before or with the airbrush right now, and the wash from the front to the back. You guys, is anyone going to Golden Demon in Essenspiel this year? Like aside of me, are you going to attend? the hard drying at desk, the hard dryer. I have a hard dryer somewhere, but I don't know where did I place it. And I also don't use hair dryer in my everyday life. So this is something that is very useful, but I never think about it basically, and that's why I don't use it. It's going somewhere. It's nice that I based those beads because I totally made them dark. Right, and because not everything is so in your face shiny, like the balance is going back to the miniature. I keep on. Yeah, I hope that I didn't paint anything in green under my desk. I want to do that with my hair dryer as well. But I basically got the hair dryer. I took it in my hand and I put it somewhere and I don't remember where. So this is the issue right now. Okay, is this mount like ever to spawn? Actually, I'm trying to farm a mount. It's called Ivory Cloud Serpent. It's from Battle for Azeroth expansion. It flies in Pandaria and it's making me angry because it doesn't spawn. Okay, maybe I will fly over here. Give me a second, guys. Ready for farming. I will go into. I have not violet, no, but I have Karelia green shade, whatever. I think that it may be nice because it's kind of more like this cold green, right? So I will go with this one. Okay, dry faster, please. Some people use their airbrushes to dry Ooh, this will work nicely. See? Nice, I like it. Some people use their airbrushes to dry the painting actually. Okay, I want a little bit too raw, or maybe not. Oh, I like it. This one is good. Maybe it will create like this nice green patina effect I'm going for. Not very successful yet, but maybe it will happen someday. Do you think that I should use like I personally think that I shouldn't, but would this match into this? What do you think? It would create like something more interesting with the painting. See guys, today I'm washing and I'm using my airbrush on camera. Do you recognize me? Nice. Yeah, this is the effect. Nice. Much better. Verdigris is a really cool touch for a natural goddess to be retaking metal. Yeah, I think so. I can agree. I will try. See, this was like the cool idea in my mind, but then you sold it to me. So, thank you. I was looking for that actually. This is working so well that I'm wondering if I actually should add more of the green, like I was talking before, with those green reflections. I went overboard a little bit right now. Over here right now as well. Did you see the 2021 grenade? Yeah, I did. I think that the visually it was great, but the story was kind of stupid or not well translated from the old stories into the new story. But visually it was, and I really like the costumes of King Arthur and Guinevere, his wife. They were very, very cool with those plates telling different stories. Guinevere, right? So it's like the speech the lady gives about everything returning to the green. Yeah, I can see that. For me, like the keys in the end, like I know, I think that they could like tell something, put in a better words when the guy kissed the other guy, because I didn't get the vibe at all. Like if you don't know the story, I think that it's hard to get the grasp on what is actually happening on the screen, and like I didn't understand what's going on because it was like just too random in a way. Like it makes sense when you have it in the text on Wikipedia, because I didn't read the Green Knight before, and then the one guy kissed the younger guy, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, where is the prerequisite for this step of this story? And actually it made a lot of sense and it was very clever, but like I didn't get it in the story at all. So I don't know, it was, some things were just, not literal enough. Like literal, like they weren't told in simple enough way, so people not acquainted with the story, written story, would understand everything. And then you go into the Wikipedia article and you actually, oh right, that makes sense, but it shouldn't be easy to understand with the Wikipedia article, right? And Sphere is a very art house movie. Yeah, it is very, very art house. I like this kind of movies in general, but also I need a clear screenplay for it, and in my opinion at least it wasn't clear enough for people who didn't read the stories. Arthurian tales. I also got kind of confused with the... My boyfriend got confused with the fox story, and I think that I got it right. Like I understood why the fox was there and stuff like that. So I think that it depends on the viewer, their storytelling. Storytelling is such an old and important part of the human experience, how it changes from telling to telling and person to person, and even in the way they tell the story, and the movie had many different tellings of itself in the same movie. Yeah, I think so. I kind of like that they decided to not treat the viewer like an idiot, and a lot of movies usually does, but also I don't know, it could have explained some of the ideas better. But and also maybe some movies, they like to keep their viewer kinda confused, so maybe it was their decision. And if this is the case, then okay, they achieved what they wanted to achieve. I airbrushed too much in the middle of this crown, and I really needed to dry faster. So yeah, but basically this is the direction I wanted to follow with the metallics. Maybe the highlight from like the original gold, or maybe gold mixed with silver would be good, but I think that I will maybe just dry brush it, and maybe that would be enough. Not sure, but maybe. And also, right now this miniature really needs some more color in some places, because she's totally green right now. Okay, I will keep it, like the rest of this wash, in my airbrush, and I will just hope that I won't forget about it. I need to paint, I need to find the silver paint, so wait back. This is interesting. I actually don't know where the silver paint may be. Oh, got it. Okay, got it. The movie was visually stunning, but it was also a bit artsy and odd and confusing. Yeah, I don't know, but I think that it was the confusing part in general was on a positive, you know, amount and on the positive proportion. Oh, Jesus Christ, how am I supposed to open it? So this is a real struggle. Oh, guys. Okay, it's kind of. I think that it got close in a wrong way because it's the lid is uneven, right? You can see it over here. So I have to struggle a little bit. Sorry. Oh, got it. Okay, so new brush. Okay, I'm taking this old rougher and I just hope that it will work out. Let's see. Yeah, I know that I should push it down first, but I think that when, see right, this one I was able to push down and screw, but the other one I think that it was, I don't know, someone had to close it in a wrong way before and it didn't work the perfect way. And you know, I'm very strong independent woman, so I like to open my own lids, like the lids on my own. Okay, it's too white, I don't like it. I actually hate it. Thank you for the follow, Greenland? Greenland, yeah. Okay, so my idea right now is to make as much mess as I need to make with those metallics, and then I will go back with my base acrylic colors and just repaint those overpainted areas, fix everything and clean it. not all of my paints are mine right now, because I actually unified my workshop and my boyfriend's workshop, because we moved in together last year. So I actually have a lot of stuff I haven't used before, and like I'm telling you this just to explain that it's his fault, right? It's not my fault that it was screwed badly. I always not screw, but close my paints perfectly, and I'm always right. Oh, okay, this worked nicely. With this I'm happy, with the rest I'm not happy. But right now when I'm looking at something, for something, I usually like go around 2 or 3 times and I wonder if I have it at all, because some stuff I just throw away, because I moved 2 years ago and then I moved again, so like all of my belongings are kinda segregated into stuff I really needed and I really wanted to keep with myself, keep with me. So some stuff I know that I had before, but I'm not sure if I didn't throw it away. And so right now I'm sometimes looking for some stuff and my boyfriend is like, oh, but we have it in the basement. So I'm rediscovering my workshop basically. Okay, so I don't like this area because I didn't do it like well, so I will try to fix it, but I'm not sure if it won't look worse. It's okay, it's a little bit too pale, I think, but I may go over it again with Atonian camo shade and maybe it will fix it. You must be getting ready for Golden Demon base wash dry brush. Yeah, exactly. This is the way, right? But I actually know what project I want to make for Golden Demon, and I'm pretty happy with the idea. And also there will be spiders, which I usually hate and want to eat out of my life. So I consider this project as something peaceful for me and balance in a way, because I will be honest, for me Games Workshop, their like usual game content is kind of trash because I just don't enjoy it, right? I know that other people may enjoy it and I respect that, but for me, the story and the stuff, it's not that it doesn't have that much quality because I'm not into it. It doesn't have much quality for me. So with painting Games Workshop, I struggled before with finding a good miniature to paint, because I didn't enjoy all of their units, and they are very over detailed, and that bothers me a lot as a painter. So I didn't paint Games Workshop that much, and I knew that I would like to participate in Golden Demon someday, but I struggled with finding a nice miniature to paint actually. Even not in the terms of the sculpture, but they are, because the Games Workshop sculptures are getting better and better with each year, but with the idea for the interpretation, because I know that for Golden Demon the work needs to be consistent with their lore, and I don't want to just paint something that will be part of their lore, because I like to remix my miniatures, right? So I found the idea for this troll or something like that, and this is the big guy with the mace with some swirly on the end of it, and the swirly looks like a shell, but on the box art it's just painted gray, and I really want to paint this orc because he has this cool teleport with different like skeletons on all over it, and I'm into painting green stuff anyway, so I find it like interesting for me because I can use the texture and the interpretations I enjoy in general. And then I decided, but I wanted to put some kind of story into it, so I decided to put a spider on the base. So the guy will be looking with the mace on the little spider over there and maybe wondering, should I kill it or should I not kill it? And you know, in this way I basically identify with the troll because I don't like the spiders, but I also don't like killing innocent creatures, and you know, I'm very very for the nice treatment all of the beings, or at least most of them, because for example I have a lot of plants, and right now I'm going through the issue of having like fucking ziemniaki, which are those little flies that usually kill the plants, and I'm fighting with those fucking ziemniakis, and ziemniaki are winning so far, but I need to get rid of them, right? So I have no issues killing those, but with the spiders, they actually are like higher on the, you know, intelligence level than the fucking ziemniakis, right? So I don't want to kill spiders even though I'm afraid of them, so this will be like, you know, the Games Workshop way of dealing with my own spiderophobia or whatever, arachnophobia, right? Yeah. Are spiders innocent though? I don't want to answer this question because it's very deep. My way of thinking in life is, if I am on the spider's terrain, so if I am just somewhere in the wild, I'm not killing any spiders. But if the spider dares to enter my territory, then it will probably end up dead, unless I will have very empathetic day. Because sometimes I'm just, you know, it's automatic for me. I'm just going poof, and the spider is dead with anything I have under my hand. But when I have time to think, I'm sometimes try to like take them out, in particular if they are very small. The bigger ones usually won't get the same treatment, in particular if they are so big that I can hear like when they go on the floor, so you know. But I'm getting better with not killing them. Of that, I'm very excited to see how you tackle it. I'm very excited actually to paint it because this troll has like this mace, and on the box art the end of the mace is painted gray, and I really want to paint a cool shell on the end, so with nice texture, stuff like that. So this will be a very cool painting for me, and I'm looking forward to it. But I'm not sure if I should paint it like either on the stream or on a video for my Patreon, because I know it will be kind of hard to paint for me, and also like streaming and recording anything basically makes the painting more complicated, and I feel like this should be something I will have my full focus on. So I don't think that I will record it, even though in theory I should, because usually, you know, this stuff makes nice money on Patreon, and I think that in general people would like to see it. So I will see. Maybe I will record part of the process and the rest will be off camera, so I can focus. So yeah, right now I'm just considering it. I don't think that I will start painting it like in the next month or two. I think that I will start working on it during the summer, because it will be closer to the competition, and I will know if like which miniatures, like I will know the newer releases as well. So I know, or maybe because I know that I want to paint this one. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud right now. I know that I want to paint this one, so maybe I should actually start painting it earlier, because later there may appear some other releases for other categories I may want to paint. because I didn't decide on any other category yet. So maybe I should actually start painting the troll earlier. So yeah. And I have no idea if I will win anything. I would like to win a finalist pin, or any kind of pin for anything actually. And I would like to Games Workshop to notice my streams and send me some kits earlier. So this is like basically goal for my Games Workshop Golden Demon journey this year. If they will keep creating, like hosting Golden Demons in Essenspiel, then I will participate in more of the Golden Demons basically. If I will have to do any extra travels for other Golden Demons, I would probably travel to the UK. Because I always wanted to, for example, I always wanted to travel to Warhammer World, right? Because it's like, in my opinion or in my mind, it's like a bit the amusement park for miniature people. So I would like to see it, and yeah, I would like to travel there someday. Maybe I will meet Henry Cavill over there, right? Yeah, and take a picture with him. So yeah, this is totally possible for sure. Okay, I like this spear right now. It's kinda, I know, kinda glittery right now with the paint, but I like it. It's not bad. I will allow it. Okay. Let's finish with the golds on this stage, like on this level, and scrap that. Now I need to dry brush it over here a little bit. Guys, today I'm painting with an airbrush, I'm washing and I'm dry brushing. Did you ever think that you will see me doing that stuff without any blending? I wouldn't anticipate it. Yeah, I'm proud of me as well. Okay. Chromatic miniatures? Oh, you joined the chat. Hello. Nice to see you over here. Spiders in corners is fine. Stay up there and eat the other bugs. No, they are not. I disagree. I once killed a spider with an airbrush. I will say that. And at first I wanted to scare it off so it would run away from my room, but it didn't want to go away, so I just loaded my airbrush with the varnish, and I varnished on the spider so much that it was basically wet with the varnish, and it ran away like behind my closet, and then it stayed there. And after a few months, when I was changing the changing furnishing of my room, I found the spider there and it was dead, so I killed it with an airbrush and a varnish. AK interactive varnish, ultra matte, I recommend. Next thing, you'll be dipping the minis into a pot of mini wax. Maybe I will. I'm not ashamed to try anything. Should I covered it in gloss varnish and kept it? Yeah, crystallized spider art. But do I want to keep this kind of art? Like when I'm playing video games, computer games, any kind of games, like when I have to, like, this works in particular for the older games, I feel like, because they thought that giving people realistic spiders on the screen is a good idea. Then I struggled so much sometimes, especially if it was a dungeon, and and there was a lot of spiders, it was like too much for me. And right now it's still too much, because you know, sometimes when I just look on the floor and I see a dark shape, my instant reaction is that it's a spider and I should kill it. And when I see something spider similar on the screen, I still feel afraid of it a little bit, but I appreciate that the like visual designers of the games right now at least try to create those spiders in a way that are not actually spider, like very realistic spider. So they look more angular, stuff like that, and it's kinda easier to bear. But I know arachnophobia is like hard to beat. Skyrim and the first shout quest. I don't remember that, luckily. Also, like I remember that I had most of the shouts in Skyrim, but I played Skyrim in the only right way to play any kind of Elder Scrolls, where I went down from the mountain, and then I had to go to Skyridge, I think. I'm not, or the White something. I don't remember the name of the village, and I just decided to not follow any of the quests, and I just did everything aside the main storyline. Hi, is it possible to watch the streaming again anywhere? I love to learn from good painters like you. First of all, thank you, and second of all, I will be posting VODs of those streams, and also you can find like other streams, my previous streams on my YouTube channel. I will link it in a second, so you can rewatch it again. I started painting this miniature yesterday, and I haven't posted the VOD yet. So today you can like anticipate 2 VODs on my YouTube channel. It may be later in the night, because I'm not sure how quick it will go, but I will post today both, and also from this series of painting like this miniature. I will paint this miniature tomorrow, on Sunday, and maybe on Monday, I will see. But I want to finish this project. I want to finish this project this week, actually. And maybe on Monday I will make a like okay, and this is my name, but also this is the name of my YouTube channel. Okay, I refreshed accidentally my chat, so give me a second. Natalia Oracz. Oracz like in chocolate. Thank you for the subscription. Cool, thank you. It will be nice to see you there. Yeah, so okay, we dry brushed the gold. I think that it looks nicer. Also, I think that like over here, for example, I can go back. I can go back and blackline basically everything to make it like more fancy and more nice. Do you guys think that I should go into the metal with the verdigris right now? I feel tempted with it right now. Cheers, Dusem or Dukem? Kalgan, sorry. Do it! Okay, I'm gonna do it. Also, like, this is, I don't have, I'm not a fan of Citadel paints, but I'm fan of this paint, but I never use it, so I hope that it will work, because I want it to work. I appreciate that Citadel was able to create its own basically language of speaking about paints, because people right now, when they when I speak with someone from who likes to paint Warhammer, like, you don't use the usual names of the paints, like the people, and they can talk like in this GW names all the time, and I kinda regret not knowing all of those names. because those names sound accurately, sounds pretty cool. I think that I will have to go back with Falto green, this darker green over here, and I will have to paint around this verdigris to some degree, but I like it. What do you think? You say Stegadon or Mephiston in QB, yeah. Mephiston Red, I actually know this one. This one is Niliak's oxide, right? Oxide. Niliak. Nihiliak. In Polish it's Nihiliak. Nihiliak oxide. In QB Darkness, it sounds very cool. One of the GW products I idealized in my head, in my mind, was the painting brush, like the plastic one, right? Not painting brush, painting cup. Sorry, guys. And I got it, and then I was pretty sad because it turned out that it's very light, and I anticipated that it will be kinda chunky, because it looks chunky. So I was kinda sad with it. You struggle with Iriel Yellow. Iriel? Is it because you are Scottish and you cannot pronounce it? Right now I struggle with most of English because I didn't stream for a month, and like when you are Polish speaker and you need to speak English, like English uses completely different set of muscle in the mouth, right? So it's like it's kind of hard to speak English the Polish way when you are used to Polish again. Okay, please work. I know that I use too much water right now, but please work. Urinal yellow, lol. Oh, I participated in one of Games Workshop's competitions before, and it was the internet one. I don't remember the name. But it happened when the COVID was on, or something like that. I don't remember correctly. Or at least it was around COVID time. But I think that it wasn't that successful because they didn't repeat it. Yeah, Ever Chosen. I wasn't the ever chosen one, sadly. Hey, thank you for follow. So yeah, I wasn't the ever chosen one, but I placed in top 100, I think. So I was happy with that. I think that some of you may heard that like many years ago, I participated in a competition organized by Weird Games, and it was Iron Painter, and it was like this Swiss cup style, I think, or something. I don't know how to call it. The cup style, I don't know. Competition where the painters were basically facing each other, so there were pairs of painters, and we have one opponent we had to beat every round, and we got like a creative topic for the interpretation for any kind of miniature we wanted to pick. It was weird miniatures, but we didn't have to use anything from Malifaux, and so it was very, very creative. And then the more creative you got, the bigger was your chance for winning. And they announced the topic for each round, and then you had I think 2.5 weeks to finish the painting, and there were 5 rounds or something like that, and it took a lot of time, but it was the best competition I participated ever. And I won it, so I'm very proud of it. But I would if I was to do any kind of competition on my own, I would like to do this kind of formula with a cash prize in the end. So people who would survive it, they would feel more rewarded than only their free time. I mean, because 5 weeks, 5 paintings, it's a lot, and the cash prize in the end, I think that it's a worthy reward for it. Which airbrush will you recommend for a beginner? I consider myself a beginner in airbrushing because I'm not good at it. So, and I'm using Harder and Sternberg Evolution, so something like that, Silverline Evolution or something, or Evolution Silverline. This is Sierra Plus. The only change I did was to, I don't know where is the original end, but the original end, this part for this airbrush is smooth without this this on the end. This screw, and I took it from my previous airbrush, which was the same one but a little bit different. So the difference was with this end over here, and this allows me to limit the movement of the what is the name for it? Of this little pike in the middle. Well, guys, what is the name of this thing over here? Needle, yeah. So this allows me to, if I screw it tighter, I cannot move the needle at all. See, it's basically even if it's on the max, it can hold. I'm not sure if you can hear it, but it's holding the air flow. And if I will, oops, kind of fail, but not that much. And also I have wash inside. And if I will unscrew it, then the needle can move as much as it wants. And also, first of all, you can see the needle moving, and when I will screw it tight, it cannot move at all with this thing over here. So I recommend this airbrush because it's more complicated than the base model from Harder and Sternberg, which is Ultra, I think. And it allows something more, I'm not sure what because I don't remember exactly, but it's not as simple. And with Ultra you can basically only use the one version of, I don't know, airflow stuff, something like that, and it's very basic. So in my opinion, Ultra is good for, I don't know, basing your miniature or varnishing it. This one is a little bit better, in particular with this combination over here on the end, and I don't know, I think that mine was called Evolution Silverline, and this one is Sierra Plus. So this is the difference. And then there is Haller and Sternberg Infinity, or something like that. And that one was too complicated for me, and it was very high maintenance, and I couldn't work around the high maintenance basically. And this one is kind of low maintenance in my opinion, so I would recommend this one. I think they only did that year because of the pandemic, and they didn't really plan to repeat it. I think that maybe they would repeat it if it wasn't so troublesome and so problematic in general, because I think that they actually had to spend a lot of cash on designing the site and basically organizing it and running it, and so maybe if it would be successful and they would like the outcome, they would maybe continue it, but maybe it wasn't that successful, and so they decided, to scrap it. You know the cool wrapping Lucas does. My cats love the wrapping as well. But I'm very happy that Lucas Pina decided to scratch the use of the fragrance in his miniatures, because it's like I know that some people love it, but for me this fragrance was like the biggest nemesis. When I sniffed it, I was sneezing all day, and I got a headache, and I didn't like it at all. When I got my packages, I sometimes just put them behind the window for an hour or two, so they would get some air and maybe get rid of the smell. Adam went for Infinity Surplus and I love it. Yeah, but maybe you are better in the upkeep of the airbrush. I'm very bad with the upkeep, and it really usually goes against me. So yeah, I would if you are good in taking care of your airbrushes, and you are good with cleaning them, and you understand the construction, then I can recommend Infinity, but I personally hate it and it's not for me, so I just sold mine Infinity for half the price because I didn't want to even look at it. So yeah, this is my recommendation. Very nice, thanks. And are the needles very painful to clean? I actually think that the needles are not hard to clean at all, because you can basically take out your needle and just scrape it with anything, or just take a cotton ball and just saturate it with a little bit of cleaner, and just a few times run through the cotton ball and it will get clean. So the needle is not that bad. In my opinion, the worst part to clean is this part over here, because I don't know, for me it just gets chaotic. This part over here, because there is this little tube with the needle inside, and when it gets dirty, and it gets dirty over here, is catastrophe for me. Yeah, so I think that this is the hardest part to clean. But also, if you are not good at totally keeping your airbrush completely dirty, then it usually is not that bad. I struggled a lot before my boyfriend actually showed me how he cleans his own airbrush, so it's not that hard to do actually. And I don't think that they clog easily. It's just you need to find the good consistency of paint, stuff like that. Use the flow improvers, and they won't clog. Yeah. I heard that you'll be head judge at Trolls and Legends. Yes, I am the head judge. Even though I was a little bit surprised at it in the first, because I don't anticipate being head judge, and I know that someone else at first was supposed to be actually the head judge, and that was a logical, pick for me. But he decided not to go to Trolls and Legends, and I just said that if you will need me, I can judge, because I have a lot of experience, and they made me a head judge. So this is the story. I'm very happy to attend the event, and I'm very excited. And I'm actually very, very happy that there is a miniature space I can fill with my, little bit helping with the judging, and also having my awesome creations booth there. So I'm just happy to come and be there and, take part, because I love fantasy conventions. That's why I was, before I told you that, I started painting this, right? So I want to, boobies, right? So I want to maybe finish it and make some prints of it, and maybe try to sell them there, because I don't know, maybe some people will like it. maybe not people from miniatures, and people from miniatures usually expect miniature painting from me, but maybe some randoms will come and buy my lady with the unicorn skull. I don't know, but it would be more products for me on my booth, right? And right now I have 2 miniatures only. And I will have some stuff from Neko Galaxy if you guys want, and maybe Creepy Tables, but I'm not sure about that. I need to ask Creepy Tables if they want something to transport to trolls. To be honest, even with Golden Demon, they're doing a terrible job. Yeah, I've heard so. That's why I'm not like, I'm going to participate in Golden Demon, but I'm not anticipate winning or anything like that. I just want to participate, be there, have fun, and maybe get a pin, because I'm very much up for pins. Cleaning my HS is much easier than cleaning my old badger. I've heard that badger are more complicated. A lot of people are recommending the Iwatas, but I haven't used them and I have no idea about them, so sorry, I can speak only about HNS. And also, I'm very bad with airbrushes, and Harden and Sternberg was the first airbrush I got, aside like the Chinese copy of, I don't know, whatever I was painting with in the beginning. This is my first like proper airbrush, and I really liked it, and I'm sticking to it for like past 6 years, so I don't know. This is the newbie recommendation of something I personally enjoy. Feng the Power, are those like those Chinese copies, right? And do I remember correctly? Sorry, my cat is adventurous today. Hang them on the washing line. But which one? Golden Demons? I was actually on Sunday, my friend visited me, and she was participating in Golden Demons like a lot in previous years, and she won quite a lot of the statuettes. And she was just, I didn't win anything on Golden Demon, and I'm like kind of excited to have this possibility to maybe, someday win something, which would be, I don't care for Golden Demon, but it would be nice if I won something. And she was like, "Oh no, those statuettes are shit. They are like the horns are like falling apart, and I don't want to throw them out, but I cannot place them anywhere and stuff like that." And I was like, okay, nice. It would be a nice option to have someday, like just bitch about your statuettes being shitty, right? The badger trigger is very fiddly and hard to make sit properly, so it's a big pain to take apart and put back together. Yeah, that's why just buy Harder and Sternberg, right? It's easy to assemble and take apart because I am able to do it, and if I am able to do anything, then you are able to do it as well. Believe me. In particular when it goes to airbrushes. Bye bye Celestic, thank you for coming by and chatting with me. Okay, I actually need to check at what hour I have my raid today in World of Warcraft. Because I'm going to ride today, I'm Yggdrasil. Do they put it somewhere? I don't think so. Okay, nice. So I will assume that I have like half an hour more. Do you like this Niliac oxide effect? I'm kinda on the fence, but I think that I need to work around it more and it will be nice. it's masking nicely some of the metallic dry brush imperfections. So now I need to go back with some usual acrylic paints and mask the Niliac oxide imperfections, and then it will look nice. At least I hope so. I think the verdigris could use little spots of stronger turquoise. Yeah, I can agree, but I will go with this, either this color, which you cannot see, either this color or this color over here. Later, so I will do it with the usual paints. Sorry for strange sounds, but my cat is making some chaos right now. I mean, if you can hear them. And again, like I will go back to the topic of our sponsor today, and it's Haze Studio. Their URL is over here. Hey! Their URL is over here, and you can go check out their store. This is their newest release. It's pretty cool, in my opinion at least. Oh, thank you for the link. Yeah, so this is their latest release. Check them out. They were very gracious to sponsor the stream, and I like their miniatures. They are 3D prints, actually, not casts, but very good quality 3D prints. And you know, if you are curious about this technology, or I know about the progression in miniature painting, you can buy one of those kits as a something interesting as well. It was interesting for me to get for the first time this kind of miniature, and I have to admit that it's pretty nice, and I'm impressed with the quality of the print. Yeah, so I can recommend Haze Studio, and also they are very nice people. They already have a lot of variety in types of lady models they have. Yeah, I personally like the most their little witches, but they also have like this one miniature with this severed hand, and the hand is like standing next to her, and you know, it has an eye on it, and I think that this is like one of the most original miniatures I've seen last year. Like this one, and there is one more from, I don't remember the name of the company, but there was a bust with of the Red Riding Hood I got on SMC, and that Red Riding Hood and the miniature from Haze Studio with the hand, I think that those are the two most original designs I've seen in 2023. Yeah. Yeah, like the creepy hand lady too. Yeah, exactly. I'm talking about that one. Okay, so I will start with a little bit of blue, and I will try to just add it as point of interest. Yeah, I think that blue will work best. It will contrast gold very strongly. Also, this brush is like very shitty, so not much of a detail work, but I want to put initial spots of paint here and there. Is it too strong? What do you think, guys? Did she get gold stone eyes too? She did it actually. I will add them. This is a good idea. I didn't think about it. You can see that I'm a lady that is not very deep into the pedicure and manicure, because I didn't think about it, and this is a pretty cool idea actually. Yeah, I didn't go with the small touches at all. I went with the very full and broad touches with this one. Okay, the blue is fixing it. I think that I will go with the green as well and limit the blue a little bit later. But also I should repaint those gems over here. So this one was blue, and right now I'm not sure if it should be blue anymore. I think that might be green, or maybe pink. But I will change the color so it would look a bit different than the patina. Okay, I'm actually very happy that I listened to you guys, because I always wanted to work with oxidization, but I very rarely decide to go there because I don't have a lot of experience, so this is a nice practice piece for me. Siri incoming. Art tufts tomorrow. Yeah, I think that tufts will be tomorrow, and I think that today, if I will have the time, I will try to blend a little bit of the stress of camera, or maybe work on her face a little bit more, because I don't think that I will make it in time to fix everything on the stream. Love tufts, Simon. Yeah, me too. But I won't add that much tufts. I will focus more on painting some texture on her dress. Maybe I will paint the texture off camera, because I'm not sure if it's that interesting, and I will paint a little bit of hair more off camera as well, and I will focus tomorrow on adding the butterflies and the tufts. I think that this may be the way. Yeah, I like this extra touch of blue. It's making her more colorful. I have decided if I can make it to crimson brush, I want to do a piece that's really small, maybe like 2.5 centimeters, and do a backdrop and have it just be painted tufts and Ghibli style field of grass in the back. I think that this is a very cool idea. You should do it. And crimson brush is a very cool competition, and I think that something like that would be appreciated there. I want to make it to another crystal brush, but I will see when I will have the time. Because finding a lot of time to travel to Australia is kinda complicated right now. but I really want to go back, and I want to travel to New Zealand as well. Sorry if it's very out of focus, but it's hard to catch it in focus when I'm turning it around. Dave the Zero was on Tufts like you were last year on Unpainted Roads. Do you know if the critics are up on Trent's channel? Because I would like to hear that. And yeah, Tufts really needs to be painted. And you know, just like you are painting your miniature, you need to paint everything else in the composition. So Tufts should definitely get painted and, like, in a way adjusted to the rest of the painting of the composition. Like, again, going back to Games Workshop and Golden Demon, it's funny for me because they are not judging the bases, as at least like as much as I understand about this competition. So it's kind of fun that you can have like this perfectly painted miniature on very shitty base. Would you like me to link the judging? Yeah, sure, please do. I will. If I will paint later today, I will go to this video. Masters was better, but in standard there were a lot of unpainted tufts. But always paint your tufts, guys. And it's good that they've said it because you know, sometimes it's enough to just, you know, pinpoint it once and then people are on it. So it's the same like those roads. I will have to go again, like from this perspective you can see that all of the fingers are painted gold, but from this perspective some of the gold is not as shiny, so you cannot see it. I'm not sure if it looks okay, but I will keep it like that anyway. Okay, so the crown right now looks very old and very used, and I like it. It means that it's her favorite headpiece and she wears it a lot. The judging was really fun to watch, and it's crazy how they get everything photographed day one, and all the models are up for their Facebook basically the next day. Trent is a man. Yes, he is. Like, and in general, like the organization of the photography, I don't know, and the fact that they are streaming I'm very in Ave for them, because Crimson Brush is really like progressive as the organization goes, and I really like the effort they are putting in, and it's very modern in my opinion, and I like the direction. And it's actually they allow the other people, like the people that cannot participate, to actually participate in the competition and be part of it, and it's very, very cool. Where I think that most of the competitions right now, and those that were, you know, created years ago, they just become a little bit old and outdated because they are not aiming to include more and more people. Okay, so this right now looks a little bit, I would say, dirty, and needs some stronger highlights and cleaning out, some more blending, but we have the initial idea in place. I will try to work on it a little bit more today off screen. Just so I will have more finished, and that there will be any chance that I will actually finish this painting in like next few days. So yeah, the sponsor of the stream is Haze Studio Miniatures, guys. Again, go check them out. They are very cool and fresh company. And the next stream will be tomorrow around 9 p.m. CET. So hopefully see you there. And guys, do you have anyone that is online right now on Twitch? Because I can organize the train, right, or the ride. Sorry, I don't know why it's train all the time for me. Sorry. Okay, I got it. Do you have anyone I can organize the ride? Let me have a look. Oh, also happy Valentine's Day. I forgot that it's today. We will go to Ask Jesus. LOL. Ask Jesus is one of my favorites, favorite Twitch channels right now. Okay, we will go to Paintomancy. I think so. Okay, so what was the way to do the ride? Let me find out. Hey Dusan, thank you guys for coming, and just let me write someone, and hopefully see you tomorrow. And I don't know, again, thank you very much. Bye bye.